So we are on our 7th week. Today I will demonstrate how to display or how to fetch records from the table and put it into your HTML interface. Okay, especially in the index file, index HTML, index controller. Okay, so this is a simple process, a display process. I might show you how to do pagination, and later I will also demonstrate how to do search. Okay, how to do search record. But before we go to the search record, uh, the basic facilities that we need to develop is the browse. Okay, so with a minor adjustment, then later you can do search lah. No problem. So as usual, this is our diagram. Okay, this is our diagram. So most likely, if you like to display, display all the data from the record, you need to ask, we need to instruct from the routing. Okay, we need to instruct from the routing. So in order for us to do these browsing facilities, you can use the index controller. Okay, the search, the browsing is normally available in the index. Should be coded inside the index controller. So you ask the routing. Okay, there's a specific routing to access the index router, which is sorry index controller, which is in the trainer controller or training controller. And this controller will fetch data from the database via the model, okay, via the model. And this model will send all the requested data to controller. And this controller will ask the view to display all the data. So how to do this? Most likely, we will focusing on the index function of the controller. So uh, okay, so we have the index from the trainer controller. Okay, we have the index function from the trainer controller. We have where's the index controller? So this is the index function from the training controller. This is the index function from the training controller. So normally this index function will point to the interface name index. Okay, this will point to the interface name index. So this is what we normally do, a simple way of displaying the index.date.php. So we have the index file, which is the index.blade.php, residing in the folder trainers. Okay, in the what we call in the folder resources view. So currently we don't have yet this index.blade.php. We don't have this yet. So we might want to go to resources. Okay, resources. Where's the resources folder? Okay, so we have this resources folder and we have the trainers. Trainers, where is it? Where is it? Views. We have the views, and then we have the trainers folder. And inside this trainers folder, we can see there's only one create.blade.php. That one is for the insert record facilities that we did last week. So here we have the trainers folder. Here we have the trainers folder. You may want to right click and create new file. So the second file is named index.blade.php. Index.blade.php. So you might want to copy this extents. It's supposed to be the same lah. So this is the index page of our trainers module. Make sure to end this with end section. So this is available inside the index.blade.php. Trainers, folder trainers, index.blade.php. Okay, folder trainers, index.blade.php. Okay, we discussed about the routing. Previously, we have the routing resource. Okay, previously we have the routing resources. So basically, the routing resource, the routing or the path. Okay, the path to this index.blade or into this index function has been declared inside the routing resource. Okay, inside the routing resource. So first, we need to have the interface because we will instruct the index, okay, the index function inside the trainer controller to point to the index.blade.php. So this trainer controller will point to trainers/index.blade.php. So this is the file index.blade.php. So this trainer controller will accept instruction from the route. So the route will point to this function index, and this function index will return a view. If the code is returning a view, so meaning that this index controller will point to the page index.blade.php inside the folder trainers. So this is just to test your index.blade.php page is working. This is to test. Okay, this is to test the okay. Done?
Yes, sir.
So this index.blade.php is ready. So from our system, we can test by going to the /trainer. /trainer. Okay. This is the page index.blade.php whereby you have the index page trainers module. So this is actually coming from index.blade.php. So /trainer, okay, the path is /trainer. Okay, this is the path. Okay, to point to index.blade.php, you need to use the path or the route /trainer. Why? Why we use /trainer? Because inside the routing declaration, Okay, where's the routing declaration? It's supposed to be in web PHP route slash PHP route slash this one route slash web PHP. So all the routing has been declared for you inside this line. Route resource, trainer, blah, blah, pointing to trainer controller. So by adding this line into your web route resource, okay, we will get PHP route PHP artisan route list. So these are all the routing resources for trainer. So you can see here trainer index, which point to index controller, index function in trainer controller. This is the routing name, and you can see the path. This is the path. Okay, by going to lara 8 dot localhost slash localhost slash project folder lara 8 and then slash trainer. So you actually pointing to the index, okay, to the index function. So you are pointing to index function. So this is how we read the route resources. So the route resources to your index function inside the controller has been defined for you. Okay, how to access this index function from the trainer controller? You need to mention in the path slash trainer. Okay, if you go to your previous form on how to insert record, you can see that you need to use the path trainer slash create. So this trainer slash create will point to the create function. This will point to create function, okay, inside the trainer controller. So this is the create function inside the trainer controller. In order to access this page, we need to use the trainer slash create. But for the index one, we need to mention trainers slash trainer. However, if you notice, this index and store, they are referring to the same path slash trainer. Somehow or other, index is for normally for public purpose, like public usage, and store is normally to store record, to send a record to the database. Okay. However, you can see here the path is the same, trainer slash trainer, and also slash trainer. So how to differentiate whether you want to access to the index or to the store? Index or to the store? So for index, we need to use the get method. However, for store, this is the post method, meaning that if someone would like to access, if we like to access to the store, make sure the route is from the form with post method. Okay, the route is from the form which use the post method. Okay, the post method. In order to do search or to access the index control from the trainer controller, use get, meaning that if you send a keyword to search for a record, so that particular form to send keyword needs to define method get. That's how they differentiate. Although you are doing this, you are using the same path slash trainer /trainer, but somehow the method is different. The method is different. So later when I show you how to do search, then you can see that the form used the method get. But previously, when you create a new record, the form, okay, the method inside the form is defined as post. So that's how they differentiate whether to access the index function or the store function. So this is how Laravel did. Okay, any question, Nama?
Understand. No.
Okay, so next, I would like to refer to the slide. So this is what we did last week. Then we did migration, insert form. Okay, this is what we did also in the insert form. Then this is how to differentiate between /trainer that points to store or /trainer that points to index. So if you want to point this form to send this form to store function, make sure to set this method as post. But if you want to send a keyword or a data to the index, let's say we want to do search. Let's say we want to point this data to the route training dot index. So make sure this method is post. Okay, that's how to differentiate whether to send to store or send to index function. So this is what we did last week. Okay, so this is what we are trying to do today. Okay, so we need to add some code lah. Okay, we need to add some code inside the index. Okay, inside the index function. Somehow rather, this code will actually where's the index? So first we need to extract all record from the table trainer. With compaction. Okay, this variable, I specifically mentioned it is a plural. Why? Because most likely trainer all will fetch a lot of records lah, more than one record. So it's not singular, it's supposed to be plural. But somehow or other, this is merely a good practice lah. Okay, if you put a variable with a singular punya if let's say you put trainer, then it's okay. But to indicate that this variable has more than one records, then I provide a variable with a singular plural tagging. So this is to mention that trainers will have more than one record, will hold more than one data or one row. Okay, more than one row, plural. Okay, this is domain plural. So all this record will be sent to the to the interface index.date.php, okay, by bringing along, okay, this variable trainers, this array. We call these trainers as a area variable. This is supposed to be area variable. Okay, this is supposed to be array variable. So these trainers inside the compact is actually referring to this area variable. This is an area variable. So this is the first step to fetch record from the database, from the table trainer. So I believe this trainer model has been included, has been imported. Okay, this. So we have the trainer model imported to a trainer controller. So most likely this trainer model class, the trainer class can be used here. So we need to do some adjustment to our index.blade.php. So you need to add this additional line in order for you to fetch record from the database. So we need to use the model. This is the model, trainer model. So after you did adjust this code inside the index function in the trainer controller, later we need to adjust the index.blade.php. How to do that? Agak banyak sikit lah apa yang kita nak masukkan dalam ni. So, yang ni dah siap? Yang ni dah okey?
Dah, sir.
So this is create.blade.php. So we need here a table. Okay, we need here a table. So inside the table, we need a row. Okay, we need a row, and inside this row, we need table details. So we need three of this table details, which the first one is a column for ID. You don't have to type everything. There's an emit shortcut abbreviation whereby if you like to add a TD tag, table details tag, you just type TD and will pop up emit abbreviation, then enter. So that's some shortcut, some tips that help you in doing this code. And then we have the trainer name. And then we have the website. And then this is the table header, And then we need to have another row, okay, to populate the data. So here, okay, here we need to repeat again this table detail. So this time around, this table row will actually populate your data. And how to populate data? Most likely you have more than one records. Okay, most likely you will have more than one records. Currently we are in index.blade.php. Okay, when we need to handle more than one records, most likely we will be using for each. I prefer to use the for each for each block. Okay, there's also emmet abbreviation for this. Okay, so we need to encapsulate the second row inside the for each. So make sure the end for each move to the second slash tr, So by using this for each, okay, collection is the name that you send from the controller, which is the trainers, compact trainers. This is the data lah, compact trainers. So this is the data. So you change this into trainers. And the second one is trainer. Why I do this? Because trainers is actually array of many records. Okay, array of many records. While trainer is actually holding only one record at a time. So for each is actually a loop. Okay, for each is actually a loop. Okay, the first loop, it will fetch the first record. The second loop, it will fetch the second record from the array trainers. And the third loop will fetch the third record from the trainers. Sampailah habis. If you have 10 records, then the iteration will perform 10 times. If you have 7 records, the iteration will automatically perform 7 times. So how to present your data? Okay, we can use this is the blade, what we call as the blade tag, whereby here we can ask for the, sorry, wait, okay. We'll ask for the ID to be displayed. This is how we ask the ID to be displayed. And the second one is inside our field is trainer name. if I'm not mistaken. And the third one is, just let me check from the dbeaver. We have the trainer expert, trainer name, and trainer web. Okay, either one lah. We only need 3 of them. So that is how we do, we display. That is how we display records from the database inside the index.blade.php. You have any question so far? However, this is not a practical way of doing display, data display. Because let's say if you have 1,000 of records residing in the trainer table, all the records of that 1,000 records will be displayed into your index.blade.php. Just imagine if you have million of records. This is not practical way of doing the record display. That's why I will also introduce you later on how to do pagination. So after we did this, and we go back to our, okay, then you will see all this content display to your index.blade.php. This is how we do the record. Somehow or other, I need to implement the bootstrap. Okay, I forgot to implement the bootstrap table. So simply use the class table. Strip. Okay, so something like that. Okay, so now we finish on how to display records. Okay, displaying records. Okay, now we finish on how to display record. Ya, ada error.
Tak ada.
Okay.
Yang for each tu untuk call trainers ya. Trainers dengan trainer tu kan?
Okay. For each is a loop. For each is a loop. This is basically this trainers array. Okay, is provided from the controller, which is this one lah. Okay, ni. So this index trainer controller will provide these records. Okay, let's say you have 7 records. So all 7 records will be put inside this array variable and sent to your index.blade.php. So arrive here. This is all your 7 records arrive in trainers variable. So since we have 7 records, meaning that we need to process record by record. So the first loop, trainer will get the first record. The second loop, trainer will get the second record. The third loop, and until the 7th loop, trainers will get the record accordingly. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This trainer variable is holding 1 record. This trainers is holding 7 records. Okay. So this is the format. This is a syntax on how to do a loop from a variable, array variable.
Sir.
Yeah.
Mine is error in the trainer controller.
Trainer controller.
The arrow, and then with tu kurung tu compact trainers tu saya kata syntax error.
This one.
Yes.
referring to this variable.
Yeah.
Ni, dia akan rujuk kepada variable ni. Nama dia sama tak?
Sama.
Sama. So, have you import the model trainer on top of your code?
I think not yet.
Okay. Add this one.
No, already has. Already has it. Yeah.
Can you share your screen?
Okay.
Can you see your sharing button? Screen sharing button?
I cannot share because
You cannot. Okay. Maybe I need to maybe I need to change the wait, I'm trying to set you as host. Right. Can you see my screen currently right now?
yes, I can.
Oh, I need to stop first. Sorry. Alamak, what happened? I'm not sure what's going on with my Zoom. Can I leave currently because I need to restart my Zoom. Later in 5 minutes, we'll come back. The same
Okay.
link. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then
Yes, sir.
Oh, dah boleh pula. Try, Amma.
host disable participant screen share.
Okay. Okay, try now.
I see.
Okay. The return and width is actually one command. The return view and the width is actually in one, supposed to be in one line. Okay.
Oh,
So on line 19, okay, delete the semicolon. Okay, it's supposed to be in one line. Why I did in two line? Because I don't have space. It's supposed to be in one line.
like this.
Okay, try again. Supposed to be
What is
trainer
this?
slash trainer. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much.